feel I should be honest with you so you can see the actual footage of what I exactly said. Now, I wasn't racist because Irish people, it's not a race. Get over it. I was just being a bigoted cunt. You'll understand, I'm not proud of this, but play the tape. Fucking Irish people, eh? Irish people think they have the best fucking sense of humour in the fucking world. They think they're so fucking delightful, don't they? Look at me, I'm dancing just with me legs. It's a heap of fucking shit, you paddy cunt. You go over there, it's have a drink, have a drink, have a drink, you're in Ireland. We all fucking drink in Ireland. Have a drink, have a drink, have a drink, have a drink. Just drive the bus, you fat prick. Get up. Have I been drinking? I got a fucking headache. Look.
You've got bigger boobs than me, you fat freak.
Pause. We may have edited that bit out as well. Not everyone was happy to see me come back out on the stage. Some people believed me to have big tits, you fat prick. Now, we're not going to play the rest of the tape now. If you're watching the DVD, it'll be on the extra features. What? Let's back up. Take my top off. See, the thing is, ordinarily I'd have a witty answer, but I've recently lost a bit of weight, so I'm not ashamed to do so. Really, is this where you've come? Is this how far we've travelled together? You want to just... There's Stringfellows is 20 metres from here. You want to see a fat, pale Australian? Well, who am I to tell you you can't? That's the biggest cheer you've given me all night! I have played with my father's vibrator. I have sucked a black cock in a toilet. I have been molested for you people. And all you want is my skin. Well, that's what you're gonna do. This is weird. Okay, we're wrapping up right now. We're gonna be out of here in a second. Last night, on a Friday, the room was all men. It was a great crowd last night. You've been good, but they were fucking good. Right? And it was all men, angry young men, and it was like fucking testosterone city. And now, it's couples night. It's Saturday. On Friday, you go out with the guys from work. On Saturday, you take your bird out, right? Obviously, she gets to choose the movie next time. I don't imagine that I'm the bird's choice and there's some guy going, go see Jim Jeffrey say cunt. As long as you can watch Still Magnolias. All I'm saying is, yesterday's crowd didn't go, woo! All right, Brett, how long we got? 5 minutes? Are we going to do a bit more? All right, we don't want to piss anyone off. Okay, does everyone know that Eddie Izzard's on the stage straight after me? So we can get into a bit of trouble if we run over because I don't want to have the fuck beaten out of me by a 50-year-old man in a dress. Don't think he wears a dress anymore. I'm going to see him in the stairs going up. He's probably staying there. I'm going to go, bit of a laugh. All right, okay, should we do the sing-along version? Oh no, it's not enough men. We'll just do normal version. Okay, I've got to get this on tape, and you've probably all seen it a billion times, but I've got to do the egg story, all right? Okay. So if you have, this is what happened yesterday. We did the, fucking undid me belt. This is what happened yesterday. We did the egg story, and it was like at a rock concert, like everyone was singing along. Let's try to do it just properly. If you know the punchlines, please do not yell them out in unison, but if you really want to, okay. Right? A couple of years ago, I was performing in the Amsterdam Hilton. Now, in the basement of the Amsterdam Hilton, they have a comedy club, and I was there for 2 weeks. I had 2 days off in my 2 weeks, and I found on the outskirts of Amsterdam, there's a great big place called the Porn Warehouse, which is like a great big Asda. So on my day off, I thought, fuck Anne Frank's place, and I went out to the Porn Warehouse. Now, when I go shopping in Asda, I take a little plastic basket with me. Porn Warehouse took a trolley. It still had the kids' seat, which I thought was weird. Now, I'm loading my trolley full of every bit of porno paraphernalia I can get. I get up towards the till, and there's a massive wall covered in dildos. Now, if you're with your mates, what would you do? Sword fight. But I was by myself, so the most I could muster is like a scene from Star Wars with a thing. Anyway, there's a smaller wall, but just as impressive, covered in rubber vibrating vaginas. Now, whenever you're with your mates and you see one of those, you go, who the fuck would use one of those, eh? But there's always a bit of your brain that goes, wouldn't mind trying that just once. So I got myself the Jenna Jamison rubber vibrating vagina. On the side of the box it said, vibrate so as to give realistic sensation. Realistic if you're fucking a chick with Parkinson's, but not realistic. Now, I've gone back to my hotel and decided if I'm going to have this wank, it's going to be the wank. It's going to be the wank that when I've got dementia, I'll be sitting in a nursing home going, I fucked the rubber cunt! I fucked it. So I put all my porn mags down one side of the bed, I put porn on the telly, I got the rubber cunt out, had a vibe. I put... Hang on. I'm going to fuck it. Put the vibrating egg in the end with the cord remote control, I turned it on, I'm fucking it. Now, it felt pretty good, but I couldn't enjoy myself because the only thought going through my head was, if you die right now, this is how they're going to tell your mum they found you. Now, as I'm fucking it, I don't have a big cock or nothing. I think the rubber cunt was faulty, right? But as I'm fucking it, the latex on the top just sort of tears and the egg falls out the end. And I'm pretty upset because it's not like I can take it back to the shop, slap it on the counter and go, look at that. I bought that an hour ago. Went home and fucked it. Now that cunt's broken. Now, I still had a lot of lube, I still had a lot of porn, I still had a vibrating egg. So I did what anyone in this room would do. I lubed that egg up and shoved it up my ass. It's now sitting up against a gland called the prostate gland, the male G-spot. It felt terrific. It felt so good that I was thinking, I'm going to shove other things up my ass once I get back up to England. I slapped me cock a couple of times, I jizzed all over me chest, and now I've got jizz all over me chest, lube all over me cock, egg hanging out my ass, broken cunt in the corner. I gotta tell you, I've looked better. Now, you know that bit of pain that goes through your soul after you've had a wank and you got a bit of cum on your hand and you go, what did you do that for? You're a grown man. Well, I still had an egg hanging out of my ass. Safe to say I wanted to kill myself, so I started slapping the porn off the bed. I turn the porn off the telly, I go to whip the egg out of my ass, the fucking cord snaps off. Not only does it snap off, but the two plastic shells of the egg slightly break apart and now pinching against me colon. Now your first thought is, well, don't worry about this, Jim, you can shit this out, but your asshole knows what shit is and it knows what plastic egg is and it don't fucking play cricket in this experience. Now, I don't know if you all know a lot about your colons, and nor should you, but they're made up of several channels that pump poo through. Now, I've lubed up this finger and this thumb, and I've gone up my ass after the egg, but with every grab, I've pushed it further and further and further up my colon. It's now up to channel 5, and we all know how shit that is. My next thought was to get a whole lot of high fibre food, make me poo really solid, and push the egg out through pressure. Very similar to when Augustus Gloop got stuck in the chocolate tube in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I was working on Wonka method at the time. I could have done with an Oompa Loompa with a plunger. Now we have to get going, so let's just jump forward to day number 3. I decided if it was up my ass for another day, I was going to go to hospital. My biggest fear was going to hospital in a foreign country with my accent and going, you'll never guess what's happened to me, mate. But being Holland, there's a good chance you could go, you have an egg up your ass? Go join the queue with the other Australians. On day number 3, I had a Chinese dinner, and I'd kept me chopsticks. Now, I've gone back to the hotel. I've bent over. At this moment, I've thought to myself, you probably should have gone to the Anne Frank Museum. I put one chopstick on top of the egg in a crowbarring fashion. The other chopstick I used to widen the hole. In one motion, I snapped this egg out of my ass, followed by 2 feet of shit. It was at this moment I thought to myself, should have done that in the bathroom. That's it. We gotta get out. We gotta get out of here. Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that if you're on the guest list, there's a bar downstairs. Or is that for everyone? But well, fuck it. You don't have to be the guest list. We don't even have to go to the bar. We can all just walk out as a unit. And we can just fucking terrorise some fucking kids in the street who bother you at the station and go, fuck you, you little cunt. I got 300 middle-aged people. Come over here. I wanted to do sluts and studs, but I can't. Huh? Right. We'll finish on this joke. Okay, I got this new theory, right? Every time a woman sleeps with a lot of men, she's called a slut. But if a man sleeps with a lot of women, he's called a stud. And people have always said this is unfair, right? I'm here to tell you it's completely fair. I'll tell you why. Because it's fucking easy to be a slut. It's fucking hard to be a stud. Right? There are fat, ugly sluts out there. There are no fat, ugly studs. I have met slutty dwarfs. I have never met a stud dwarf. Maybe in their own community, but none that have ever crossed over. To be a stud, you have to be good-looking, charming, a good liar with a fake job. To be a slut, you just have to be there. I'll tell you a story. I knew this girl. I went out with her, and her biggest claim to fame was that she went backstage and fucked an entire member of a very famous band. There was like 5 of them, and she fucked all of them. And I said, why did you do that for? And she goes, well, they're my favourite band, so I let them. That is the privilege of the slut right there. I can't go backstage at a Girls Aloud concert and go, I love the last album. Do what you want. Except the ginger one. Get me a fucking beer. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. See you soon. Bye-bye.